Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai hoki mai. Welcome back to this channel. I'm very excited to see what's going to come through in this session as we connect beyond into the cards, the tarot cards. So take what resonates, let go of the rest. Yeah. Like, share, comment, which really supports the page, the kaupapa, the energy, the frequency. It supports you, supports me, supports the community, which I feel is going to be, well, it might come up in this reading. So yeah, like I said, there's again so much. You're really going through a lot fundamentally, foundationally. I feel like there's a lot of emotions happening to you and you're kind of coming into this realization. I feel like the person that this message is for, you have spent time really connecting in your tinana, in your body, coming back into yourself, into your core so you can breathe again. You've really disembodied yourself in order to embody yourself back into completion. Third eye chakra in reverse on the bottom. So there's been a lot of internal third eye chakra stuff that you've done. I'm seeing and I'm being shown times and spaces where you were like, okay, I'm going to work on my third eye chakra now. So they're being reminded. They want you to be reminded of all of the manifestations that you have completed, okay? And to embody this in a energy way. You've come very far. People are seeing you differently now because of your choices and your behaviors. You're seeing old friends out. In energies, relationships, and spaces that were left unsaid, you made decisions not to exchange energy in a way. I feel like you got to a point in your relationships where you felt like it wasn't being reciprocated, and you understand as a well-watered woman, someone who really cares for themselves, gives back, is putting a huge emphasis in being soft, because I feel like that's just one of the last pieces that you are journeying on and journeying into, is recuperating in softness, but bringing your softness to create a loudness within that space, because you've always been hard. You've always worked in expressing yourself and being heard. Maybe as a child your needs weren't actually met. Like, you're so emotional because the ways that you communicate with your energy and the languages that you naturally, innately know didn't fit in the system, in the environment, in the time era that you incarnated in. So that is a big part of your gift, though. You've just been like groomed and programmed by the 3D in this like matrix world to think in that simulation state. However, the languages that you're fluent in are all energy and beyond the veil, and they connect into your bones of who you are in this 3D, because you have so much, even just like being alive and being incarnated here on earth, you've got so much working against you already on that energetic form. Thankfully, though, you have really beautiful people, including the people you're listening to on YouTube, supporting you and loving you. This has always been a thing, okay? And thank goodness for technology us being able to understand collectively and globally what's happening to our planet and our people, and then simultaneously understanding that your beauty, your wealth, your passion, your love, your deep ability to be able to speak all these different languages are the reasons actually why you have incarnated here on earth, because you are the missing piece to the puzzle, darling. You know that. And that is what is so attractive about you at this time, because you are feeling a lot softer. A lot of the soft feminine work that you've been doing, the humbling of yourself, right? We call it the humbling because your actions that you're taking require you to move in silence, to not give away so much energy and so much of your wealth anymore. You've always been very well watered. You've always been wealthy. But those dusty, crusty ass manses, all of your like ex-partners, as well as your ex-friends, family members, all of those like deserts, they are just, there's no quenching of your thirst when it comes to those relationships. I feel that you are building some of your relationships that you acquired, though. Not everybody has left. You've found really beautiful energies that are really teaching you how to just find your strength. We've got Archangel Michael and we had Own Path, which was lovely. Okay. So I feel like that was bulk of the message. That's like where you're at, where you're, yeah. So take that if that resonates for you. Four of Swords, yeah, rest and recovery. The Mother Star. There's this real sense of you just like understanding what mother energy means to you. I feel like for those of you who have sons, you are healing those masculine wounds, because eventually your son's going to have friends. Your son's going to be big and strong and very good looking and very smart, very handsome. All of the things that you wanted in a husband, your son is going to be. And then your husband is the teacher of that son as well. So there is discipline that's being learned in your home for yourself. You are growing that divine masculine. And this weaves into you being soft, because your softness and the triggers that happen there when the mirror is being shown to you, reflected back to you from these energies that have come in to nurture you. I feel like once you have really found yourself and you've simmered right down and you've worked through the really horrible triggers, this is not an easy journey for you. I feel like it has not been easy for you at all. It has been a extremely humbling experiences. All those times that you cried, all those times you felt helpless, lonely, dislodged, disassembled, when you were falling apart. You have beautiful connections to hold you. I'm hearing day and night. Under the stars, as the sun rises and the sun sets, I hold you. You're held with me. There's a lot of undoing happening. A lot of it's just, I feel like parts of this journey are quite uncomfortable for you, but it's purposeful. It's the pains of growth. But there is this beautiful surrender in the journey. They're showing me and they're reminding me of the process of growing a baby, and when you get to that 40 weeks or however many weeks, you know, when you're getting into your full term and you're ready to go into labor, I home birthed, so it was a very natural journey for me. And they're reminding me of that time and just how the body instinctually knows what to do. I feel like I also homed birth because of my culture. My ancestors did live in huts, you know, like they did not have the luxuries of today, you know, this convenience that we live in. So all of these visions that I'm sharing with you today are reminding you to pay attention to the beautiful, unique ways that you express your authentication, who you are, where you've come from. Look at those aspects of yourself and decide whether they are going to stay, or you're going to humble yourself enough to be able to grow a new perspective on life and move into that way of being. This kind of reminds me of a reading that I've done that you will receive next week probably, is the weaving of the timelines, but the seeds, you're really getting clear of the seeds that you want to plant, because you're understanding that that is actually what you're going to sow. Ten of Wands, on a journey, one step at a time. Seven of Wands, I'm giggling. There's this real beautiful playful energy that's come in now. Just keep speaking your truth. With this Four of Pentacles, I'm really seeing this like inner child vulnerability that's coming through for you. Beautiful. There's this like purity energy to your wealth. You are the example that good people are rich as well. You are the example of the ultimate life glow up as well, coming from like living in real lack mentality to having everything that you have ever desired. That has been the glow up, because under normal circumstances, people don't actually do what you do from where you come from. You're a warrior woman. It's in your bloodlines. You are leading your whakapapa through your family lineage. You're healing your DNA, your bones, the human name. You're healing your family name. There's a lot that's going to come from you. You're going to be the example of the wealth. And I'm hearing how you decide to spend your wealth is completely up to you. You've got a really healthy relationship with your wealth, with your riches, your finances. You've got a really healthy mentality. You're quite risky, but this is a part of your learning. You're very new. And I feel like a lot of other areas of your life are quite quiet now. Because this is a long journey. But you most definitely have people who have got your back. Okay. I can see a lot of people coming together for you to support you. And a big part of this journey is for the people around you to get along and support as well, because your softness is like a bank and people want to have investments into your bank and they understand what that investment exchange means to them. This is also the journey that you're on. It's like boundaries, balance, listening, the humbling. Like the humbling and the listening are all when you are in receivership. You're not giving. So this Hermit and the third eye energy, huge activations in your third eye and your crown because your heart space is opening because of your throat. You're just speaking your truth and you're ready to allow your silence to speak for you. Okay? Your absence to speak for you. And it's like, I'm hearing a voice, I said what I said. Like, people, I'm going to wrap up after this, but when people see you and they see that you're looking amazing, they're like, damn, she ain't fucking around. It's like, no, I told you. We agreed that this friendship would be based off us both working together, not hurting each other and expecting me to carry you forward because you're not learning the lesson. And vice versa, because I've been that friend. I'm no longer going to inflict pain onto people like that. This is your mentality. You've learned a lot of lessons. You're growing into that version of yourself that gets shit done. And there's been a lot of incidences over the last couple of days where you have had an exchange and you've got the enlightenment out of it through conscious connections and through conversing. Okay, this is not energy. I'm talking about real life exchanges of like you seeing a person and being like, hi, how are you? Yes, oh yeah, at the supermarket, wherever the fuck you are. Kids sports team, kids sports, school, like business, mahi, anything that you're out and you're seeing people from the past in these spaces and you're actually connecting. Okay, these are all happening because the energy's closing out, so people come back in for healing. Okay, thank you for allowing me to read for you, and I will see you in the next video.